One of the important or the major step under scientific method is controlled experiments and model making. Human mind was so curious, it was inquiring and imaginative. To get the answer for all these curiosities, he started studying about that. Physics is nothing but the study of nature and natural phenomena, and it is derived from a Greek word called physis. When you are observing something, then only you can find the answer and you can study about the mechanisms of that. Hello everyone, welcome to session 1 of chapter 1, Physical World. What is physical world? Why the name so? What are the concepts that we are going to study in this chapter? Yes, human mind have always been so curious about the world around them. The sky, the stars, the celestial bodies, the rainbow, the regular repetition of day and night, the cycles of seasons, and the volcanoes, the tides have always been the source of wonder to human mind. Yes, of course, a human mind responded to all these wonders of nature in many different ways. One of the way is by observing the nature, the physical environment carefully. Human mind responded to get the answer for all his curiosities by observing the physical environment carefully. And this attempt of the human mind led to the discovery of so many things and also to the development of modern science and technology. So in this chapter, we are going to understand some fundamentals of physics, some basic concepts of science, and also how the physics is taking its role in the development of technology and society. So let us start the chapter. Yes, in this chapter, as I told, we are going to study about the basic concepts of science. Before going to study the concepts of science, we must know what science is. Yes, the word science was originated from the Latin word scientia. What is the meaning of scientia? So scientia is nothing but to know. The meaning of scientia is to know. To know about something is nothing but science. I have already told that human mind was so curious, it was inquiring and imaginative. To get the answer for all his curiosities, he started studying about that, which means he started knowing about the things. So to know is nothing but the meaning of scientia. Science is derived from a Latin word called scientia. The meaning is to know. We have a particular method of studying a science. So what is that method called as? So the systematic way of studying this natural phenomena is called as science. So the method of studying this subject science is nothing but the scientific method. So we have a method called scientific method to study about the science. So what are the science? So what is the science classified into? What are the types? So the science is classified as physical science and biological science. Studying about the non-living things, that is the branches of physics and chemistry falls under physical science, and biological science is nothing but studying about the living things. So in Sanskrit, the word bhautiki refers to the study of physical world. Physical world is nothing but the natural phenomena. In Sanskrit, bhautiki word refers to the study of natural phenomena. The word physics comes from the Greek word physis. What is the meaning of physis? Physis means the nature. So physics is the branch of natural science where we are going to study about the nature, the physical things what we can see around us, and natural phenomena. It is the study of nature and natural phenomena. Physics is nothing but the study of nature and natural phenomena, and it is derived from a Greek word called physis, which means nature. The method of studying this science is called as scientific method. There is a particular method to study the science called scientific method. So what are the different steps that involved in scientific method? So the scientific method involves several steps like systematic observations. When you are observing something, then only you can find the answer and you can study about the mechanisms of that. So systematic observation is one of the important criteria under scientific method. The first thing, To study about something or to know about something, the systematic observation is very important. And the next one is control experiments and model making. So what is this controlled experiments and model making? After the observation of certain things, we have to perform some experiments regarding that in our laboratories. For example, if you want to study about the solar system, we cannot go to each and every planet and study about them. For that, what do? We prepare a model of solar system in our laboratory and then we start studying about it. So one of the important or the major step under scientific method is controlled experiments and model making. And the next one is qualitative and quantitative reasoning. Yes, for giving any of the results, reasoning is very important. Qualitative and quantitative reasoning is another important step that involved in scientific method. Theoretical calculations for predictions and verifications. See, everything in science, the theoretical calculations is very important to do that in practicals or to perform the practicals experiment to get the conclusion. So to get the conclusion about any subject, initially there must be some theoretical calculations and the predictions are very important. After the predictions and calculations, we can verify them whether it is true or not. Verification and falsification is also one of the major steps that involved in scientific method. Sometimes a few modifications are also introduced in some theories. How is it? For example, in the study of solar system, earlier it was believed that all the planets around the sun are revolving in a circular orbits. Later, by the data collected by Tycho Brahe, his student called Kepler, he explained that the planets revolving around the sun are in elliptical orbit. It is not circular orbit, but it is elliptical orbit. Like that, few modifications and few theories are also introduced in the study of science. Because no theory is completely final in science. Any theory can be falsified or any theory can be verified. So if the theory is falsified, then we can search the answer for that or we can modify the theory. We can conclude that theory in a different way. So no theory is completely final in science. So next, what are the classifications? How this physics is classified as? First one is classical physics. What is the meaning of classical physics? It is also called as a macroscopic branch. A branch of physics which deals with the macroscopic phenomena and including the subjects like mechanics, electrodynamics and thermodynamics. So the subjects like mechanics, electrodynamics and thermodynamics are included in particular branch that is called as macroscopic level of study is nothing but the classical physics. What is this mechanics? So mechanics, it is a branch of physics which deals with Newton's laws of motion. Newton's set of laws we all are aware of. So it deals with the study of Newton's law of motion, the law of gravitation, rocket propulsion and rigid bodies, waves, sound, etc. These are the topics which come under the sub-branch of classical physics, that is mechanics. So next, electrodynamics. What is the meaning of electrodynamics? What is the subject deals with? Electrodynamics is a branch of physics which deals with the study of electric and magnetic phenomena that is associated with the charged bodies. So how electricity and magnetism are dependent on each other, how the charged bodies behaves in a magnetic field, but all these things we are going to study in this branch called electrodynamics. The next one is optics. Optics is one of the important branches of physics that deals with the study of nature of light, that is light undergoes rectilinear propagation, it travels in a straight line and all the properties of light, the nature of light, different properties and phenomena exhibited by light like reflection, refraction, diffraction, interference, polarization and many more interesting concepts. So optics is one of the basic branch of physics that deals with the study and behavior of light. Next we have thermodynamics. So what is thermodynamics? Thermodynamics is a branch of physics which deals with the system that concerned with change in internal energy, temperature, entropy and etc. What is the system then? So the system is nothing but anything that is under observation. We consider a system and that is concerned with internal energy, temperature and entropy concepts and many more interesting facts. And also we can see so many applications of thermodynamics in our daily life, which we will be studying in the upcoming sessions. So thermodynamics is basically a branch of physics that deals with the study of system that concerned with internal energy and temperature and etc. So the next classification of physics is modern physics. One is the classical physics, the other one is the modern physics. So modern physics is a branch of physics that deals with microscopic phenomena. What is the meaning of microscopic? It deals with very small particles, the magnitudes of very small things. So the microscopic phenomena, and that includes the subjects like atomic physics, nuclear physics, radiation physics, soft condensed matter physics and etc. Macroscopic means it deals with the large object or the large observations. Microscopic level means about a very smallest things, and also atomic level things we call them as microscopic. So classical physics deals with the macroscopic phenomena and modern physics deals with the microscopic phenomena. These are the two classification of physics. Next, why the study of physics is so important? What is the scope of physics? Why it is so excited? Because the scope of physics is vast. We can see physics everywhere and it contains very large range of magnitudes of physical quantities. So what is the range then? So the range of length lies from 10 power minus 15 meter, that is the radius of nucleus. Imagine nucleus is a subatomic particle. So the radius of the nucleus, it lies from the range of radius of nucleus to 10 power 26 meter, that is the size of the observable universe or the known universe. So it deals with the range between 10 power minus 15 meter to 10 power 26 meter, that is the size of observable universe. So the scope of physics in determining mass from the range 10 power minus 31 kg, that is the mass of electron. Imagine it's a very minute thing, 10 power minus 31 kg, that is the mass of electron, to 10 power 55 kg, that is the mass of known universe. So from the smallest distance like 10 power 15 meter to 10 power 26 meter, there is a physics applications, and also from the mass 10 power minus 31 kg to 10 power 55 kg, we use physics to study about the things. Next thing, the macroscopic domain and microscopic domains. So the branches of physics that includes classical level and quantum level, or the classical physics or modern physics that we have already discussed. So classical level deals with the macroscopic domain and the modern physics deals with the microscopic domain. So what is the meaning of macroscopic domain and microscopic domain? So macroscopic domain includes the phenomena at laboratory level, terrestrial and astronomical scales, which means, I told you about this, macro means a huge, a large. So it deals with laboratories, terrestrial and astronomical scales. What is the meaning of microscopic? Why it is called as microscopic? So microscopic domain is nothing but the study of atomic, molecular and nuclear phenomena. So microscopic domain includes atomic, molecular and nuclear phenomena. The substances which cannot be viewed from our naked eyes, we use microscope to view them. Yes, microscopic domain deals with the small particles and also to the study of the small particles like atoms, molecules and the nucleus, and hence it includes atomic, molecular and nuclear phenomena. So now we understood what is the scope of physics. Let us now see why the physics is so excited. What is the excitement of physics? So the excitement of physics, some of the reasons are listed here. Carrying out interesting experiments. Yes, we can carry out so many interesting experiments of physics in our laboratory level. We can observe the physical things around us. We can try to know about the phenomena behind it. We can try to find the reasons for everything. We can try to give the conclusions for so many things around us. Yes, carrying out different interesting experiment is one of the excitement of physics. And next, discovering the secrets of nature. Yes, why the repetition of day and night? Why the seasons repeatedly changes? Why the cycle of seasons? Why rainbow forms? How light splits into different colors? What is the property of light? Why volcanoes happens? Why tides happens? All these secrets of nature can be revealed by studying the science, and hence it is the greatest excitement. Applying laws of physics for practical purposes. Yes, we can take the theories or we can apply the laws of physics for our practical purposes. For example, the laws of thermodynamics is applied in the development of steam engine, the refrigerators, the development of aeroplanes, so many appliances in our daily life, say for example computers, cell phones, behind all the electronic gadgets, and also in the construction engineering, everywhere we can apply the laws of physics, and hence it is the greatest excitement, that is applying the laws of physics for practical purposes. Yes, this application of scientific knowledge practically is called as technology. In the development of technology, physics plays an important role. Yes, application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes is called as technology. For example, to launch the satellites, there is a law behind the launching of satellite, and Newton's law of gravitation plays an important role in understanding the mechanism before we launch the satellites. And also the steam engine, as I told, the laws of thermodynamics, which we are going to study under the chapter thermodynamics in our first PUC. You will understand what are the things, what are the different laws of thermodynamics in that chapter. So laws of thermodynamics is applied behind the development of steam engine. And also the nuclear reactor, where the control nuclear fission reaction law is applied in the development of nuclear reactor. It works on the principle of controlled nuclear fission. And computers, they actually works with the help of digital codes and logic gates. Logic gates are the basic gates to understand the binary language of computers, and hence computer works on the laws of digital codes and logic gates, etc. So television and communication system, the study of electromagnetic waves helps in the television and radio or the communication industry. So in the development of television and the communication system, the study of electromagnetic waves plays a major role. How this physics is applied in our daily life, how the physics is helping the society. What is the role of physics for society? Let us list out few things. The principles and laws of physics are used for constructive purposes. We all know about aeroplanes. Yes, they are the major mode of transportation for society. Yes, we can travel quicker in aeroplanes than any other mode of transportation. Why the aeroplanes moves quickly? What is the principle behind this manufacturing of aeroplane? What is the principle behind this fluid dynamics? So everything we can study under physics. Bernoulli's principle explains about all these things, like the velocity of aeroplane, how to decrease or how to increase. Everything is explained by Bernoulli's principle, which is one of the important law of physics. Next, we enjoy our color televisions, LEDs again. So LEDs also developed by applying the knowledge of physics in the development of television, and also in the communication industry, the knowledge of electromagnetic waves is required. So physics is applied in our daily life, for example, like aeroplanes and color TVs. We use electricity to operate electrical appliances. Yes, without electricity, we cannot lead our life so easily. We need electricity for each and everything in these days. So electricity is again physical law. It is nothing but the energy produced due to the motion of charges. So we are going to study about this electricity, the phenomena, the properties, and many more interesting concepts in our upcoming chapters. And we use computers to solve complex problems. The major use of computer is to solve the complex problems. Computers are having ability to solve the complex problems where the human mind cannot solve within a fraction of seconds. Yes, in the development of computers also, physics is applied. And we use satellites for communication. So satellites are so important for our daily life, for the society, especially for communication purpose. Yes, so satellites mechanism, principles behind the launching of rockets, everything we are going to study under physics. So this is how the physics is applied in each and everything in the society and also in our daily life. So, in fact, the discoveries and the developments have changed the society and the lifestyle drastically. So, these are some interesting concepts that we have discussed under this chapter, Physical World. So, in this session, we came to know what is physics, what is science, why the physics is called so, what is the meaning of fuses, what are the steps that involves in scientific method, how can we study science, and also the scope and excitement of physics, the role of physics for the society, and many more interesting concepts. So in the upcoming session, we are going to study about some more interesting concepts like the fundamental forces of nature and also the contributions and also about some discoveries. Until then, take care all of you. Thank you.